What's going on, you guys, and welcome to Stranded Alien Dawn. In this video, I promise not to bring up anything political or religious. I promise. Never again. I did my tangent, I did my spiel in the last video, I let everybody know how I felt. And now it's time to get on with our gaming. You know, everything that I had to say I got off my chest, I feel better now. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of something out of that. You know, some sort of encouragement. You know, I wasn't just, tearing everybody down. You know, I was also telling you that I know you can do better. You know you can do better. So let's do better together. And with that said, let's get into the game. Well, I did say I was going to make this about the game. So new energy crystals. You know, we had to harvest them first before we could have them accessed. Let me take a look over here. I know I have a little something I need to work on. I wouldn't mind the weapons. Really wouldn't. But I think I'm going to go for the sleep training. My people are a little tired, and yeah, they need to be as well rested as possible. On top of that, the Xenoflora Blight is upon us once again. If I could figure out how to use my words, it would really be beneficial in that brain and tongue. Thank you. Okay. Now that I have my little pep talk, I can't believe I actually have to ask my brain to cooperate with me. But, yep, that's the ADHD and PTSD and the autism and this and that. Which, strangely enough, I had somebody, talking BS with me in somebody else's stream. Let me see if I can't angle this correctly. This one? This one? No, this one? This one? This one. I had somebody talking BS to me. You know, the dude must have had, the IQ of a snail. His go-to was mommy and daddy jokes. Ooh, gonna offend me so hard. Now the reason that this stuck out to me is because, I made a little stab at him, saying that his comments were actually making me lose brain cells, and that my autistic little girl could come up with something better, and she's pretty much nonverbal. Apparently, he thought that, you don't want to talk about your genes like that. You don't want to, bring the information around that, you have autism. It's like, why? Why would I not? You know what? Some of the smartest people in the world have autism. I mean, Elon Musk, he doesn't do some of the best things in the world, but he does some good. He's got autism. I don't understand what this whole misunderstanding about autism is all about. I have autism. I'm an intelligent-ish person. I can live my life day to day, just no problems, as you can hear. I can talk to you guys, not an issue. I can make intelligent conversation. Sometimes. More intelligent conversation than half of America, anyway. Half the world, honestly. Where their go-to is to insult you, your family, your dog, your kids, your wife, whatever they can to trigger you. It's so stupid. Ain't no time for that. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I need to stop before it goes off into a tangent that I don't want to go down. Not because I'm not afraid to go down that road, but because of, yeah. Somebody decided to run their mouth, and I put them in their place, which I am never opposed to doing. There's many people out there that, try to live a better life, and I wake up every morning looking for violence. Hence the name Malice. I'm not afraid of it. Sometimes I look for it. But I only look for it with the violent people. I don't feel the compulsion to make good people's lives worse. No point. I get more enjoyment out of making horrible people's lives misery. Because if they want to make other people's lives misery, in the Bible, treat your neighbor or do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So the good people, I treat them good. The bad people, I treat them bad. I have no shame. I have no moral compass. Well, I have a slight moral compass. It keeps me steered in the right direction for the most part. Hold on, I need to cut this plant down really quick. There we go. Yeah. Guy decided to run his mouth. I put him in his place. And it seemed like every time he would jump into the chat and I would say something to him, he would run off for 30 minutes. Then come back, he's like, oh, you thought I ran away? It's like, no, I figured you just went to Google to try and find a quip. It's called a quip, not a slope. You're supposed to, have a quick comeback. Not, I'm going to take my sweet ass time, and the person that, you're arguing with forgot the whole thing, the reason you're arguing, because you took your time. People, stay in school. Read some books. Read some books, please. Do yourself a favor. That way, if you ever get in an argument with somebody, you don't end up looking like a moron. I don't know how people can just go about speaking matter-of-factly about some of the stuff they talk about. I almost cussed there. I gotta try and keep it PG-13-ish. The last video, I just went off and there was a bunch of slurs. Well, not really slurs. There was a bunch of cursing, I should say. Not slurs. I don't believe in racism. There's no time for it in our world. Absolutely no reason for it. None whatsoever. Let me see what's going on in the game. I did say I was going to try and stay off this, and here I am just going head first, full force into it. I guess I'm still a little bit perturbed about the recent events going on in our world. At the time of this recording, it's all old news now. It's about a month old. As I like to record about 3 videos a night, and then I upload them and get them scheduled out about a month ahead now. Did I not say in several videos ago that I would not tell you how far I was ahead of schedule, just to keep you on your toes, make you guess about what's going on? I don't know. My brain doesn't like to cooperate sometimes. Again, that's just the ADHD. And then my autism tries to keep me on track. And then the PTSD decides to, we're just going to throw it all in the air and it's free for all. Okay, so enough about me and my problems. Hopefully everybody's having themselves a good day. If not, I hope it turns around for you. It was acting more like my channel namesake in my last video. Man, there was some real, I wouldn't say anger, but I'm going to say anger. I don't want to use that word because angry is a very strong emotion. It's a very strong word to use about certain things. And I wasn't so much angry as disappointed. Disappointed in the actions of my countrymen, disappointed in the actions of everything. But again, if you want to know more about that, just go ahead and listen to the video. The last Stranded Alien Dawn video. Pop that on, and about 10 minutes in, I go off on a tangent for about 30 minutes long. Yeah, you can listen to all of my thoughts, all of my concerns with not only my country, but the world that we find ourselves living in currently. I feel like it's honestly on fire, and it's just a matter of time before somebody pulls the thread and unwinds the tapestry. It all comes apart. I feel we're barely hanging on by a thread, and all it takes is that one little pluck, and it all comes apart. Like, if you've seen is it the Skittles commercial? Where they have the big old structure that guy made in the museum, made out of like millions of little Skittle pieces, and the guy sees one Skittle out of place. Just because, I'm sure the guy ran out of that color. So he puts, I think it's a green one or a blue one, something like that. And then guy pulls one little Skittle off of the statue, and it all disintegrates. Whole thing falls apart. That's my perspective of the world right now. We are one Skittle pull away from the world falling apart. It's a scary thought. I don't even want to think about the potentials of what can happen. Did I not say that I was going to try and keep this out of the gaming channel? This is a gaming channel, not an IRL stream. Or video, or whatever you want to call it. I'm a content creator. I'm not an influencer. There's plenty of influence out there, rotting your brain anyway. I don't need to be contributing to that nonsense. Honestly, some of the things I talk about will be more beneficial for you in the long run than these influencers. And all these influencers want to do is gain popularity and use you for views so that they can gain money. I'm not gaining any money out of this. I do this for my pleasure. And nothing but my pleasure. Why are people starving? Oh, that's bad. What am I missing? I need to make a quick campfire real fast. Oh, I can't do it inside. That's fine. I'll just throw it right out here. And then from there, grab some mantha. Construct a campfire so I can then cook food for everybody. Okay, resources are getting allocated. Sleep training has been learned. But people are starving. Okay. So yeah, I spent an entire hour just letting my people go on autopilot, not really allocating any jobs or anything. I did manage to get my wood surplus up. It's not a whole lot, but it's something. I have more hay than I know what to do with. And get some food going, at least some of these basic ones, until I can get my cooking stove repaired. There we go. Just some of the basics. That needs to get fixed. And then I need more food storage so I can properly put things where they need to go. And here we go again with the attacks. It seems like I'm getting attacked nonstop now. Anytime that I'm trying to get anything done. Honestly, I think that's because I'm in year 6. I think that's when everything starts to step its game up. And who's not cooking food? Okay, get it, Rita. I need you to cook, cook, cook. Another thing I need to do is bring my survivors all into base. If they're not, it looks like they are. For the most part, all within the compound. Yeah, they're all inside the compound. I think they're gonna spend their time eating now. What am I missing from this? It's got low integrity, but it's not telling me what I need. Yeah, it's not telling me my resources. Where are the animals coming from again? Oh, Lord. Nobody. Get inside. And you might want to be quick about it, because they're on their way for you, buddy. Oh, never mind. They're not even on their way. No, here they come. Now they're coming. Okay. Let's see if he goes to sleep. Nope, he's going to harvest. Speed up time again. Hey, y'all get away from there. Everybody get up here. Kill these. Get these away from my gates. Nope. Everybody back over this way. Oh, so they've taken out one spot. Yeah, they'll go back the other way and come out and go around the front. So let me bring some people over here so I can assault this gate. They're not doing their typical attack pattern. Usually they would all focus the gate, but I think it's because I brought my survivors back here that they started focusing the walls a little bit more. That's a me problem. However, they should start to refocus this forward post here. Nope, some of them made it through. Which means the rest of them are going to as well. Or maybe not. Nope, they're starting to backtrack. Alright, into the pit. We're gonna get this problem fixed right now. Draft, get in the pit, Katina. Come on. Get it together, woman. Okay, now that I'm in the trap field, they should start to go back into the traps after me. And if not, then they're going to maneuver this way. But one way or another, they're going to die. What are they doing? Like, some of them are stuck. Get everybody up on the roof and see if I can't throw some people this way. Shoot at this flank. Yeah, I need to figure out what happened and why they did what they did this round. And that shouldn't have happened. Oh well, most of them are dead now. And as we see, even outside of the traps, they're still bleeding. Yep, there goes another 1 HP. So they still bleed outside the traps. I love that. I'm just undraft everybody. Go get some sleepy guys. Doesn't look like they're gonna push through. Looks like they might run away. Yeah, there they go. They're getting out of here. They couldn't make it through the traps. So they did make a mess of my my walls here. Decent bit done. Okay, so need to get my healing done. I need to get my things reconstructed. Thank God I have no more wood. Had wood. Giggity. Let me see, what's something close by? I think right over here. I'll chop down these trees. Cut all these down. Get those thrown into the wall. Get some repairs done. And then, what else is going on? Part of the base getting constructed? Oh, finally, got a little bit of concrete there. Which I think all of this right here is concrete now. Yep, all of that right there is concrete. Perfect. Just need the recipe to get caught up. Expeditions. Alright, so apparently that military ship debris is going to stay there forever. So let's go ahead and knock out the armory bay. Send Ken out on that mission. Now Vicente is too tired. Katina's fainted. But she's in a bed, so I don't know why she's not getting sleep. I have no research as I'm trying to get this AI core crafted up. I am missing electronics, which I now have a need for because things are breaking around the base. Perfect. Well, at least I have, well, 4 turrets. I need that last one. I think that's where the CPU requirement is. Is this one? Somewhere. Or it could be this. All I know is I have some resources that need to be crafted up and I need to harvest some more. Expedition base done. I have 1.7k on my stone. I have no wood. Surprise a creature. Hopefully it's somebody. Ah. I was hoping that I would have, that Ken would have jumped out and seen a survivor and then brought him back home because I want that last person. So you can have a total of 8 people in this game. I want my 8th. I've got 7. All I need is 1 more. Come on, game. Feed me my last person, please. I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a harvest bot. And the main reason is this blight. During the nighttime, since there's nobody killing it off, it spreads to the surrounding plants. Now with the harvest bot's always in that field. Night and day. Harvesting away. The second you need to harvest, The second it doesn't have a job, it's right back to its podium where it sits at. I believe it goes there occasionally to charge up. Other than that, it's out in your fields, working nonstop, tirelessly, making sure you have all the foods that you need. So I got 20 wood. I need way more. Oh, looks like some of the seeding is completed. Nice. Are they still even interested in each other? Lover of Edmund at a 97. Where's Edmund's feelings on her? 100. All right, so they might get married here soon. Potentially. You know, the first thing that needs to happen is he needs to propose to her, which usually they say yes. Afterwards, it's like 15 minutes, and they're married. Yeah, it's pretty quick from proposal to marriage. They don't like to wait. They just like to jump head first, get married, get it done, elope, call it good. Don't even take the time to consider a prenup. Alright, so let me take a look at what I need, and by take a look, I mean let me look at the top row of all the nonsense that's up there. I only have one piece of food, which I need. I have no concrete because I don't have much stone production going. Simon's tailoring, and there's not a lot of handling, and I don't have my usual amount of furnaces. Usually I would have like 7 or 8 of them out here smelting away at all times. But yeah, not this playthrough. This one, I'm working a bit slower. I want to take my time, actually feel like I'm getting some work done instead of rushing through like I always do. I'm taking my time. I'm enjoying it. I don't have any scenarios that I need to beat in a timely fashion. Just unadulterated survival. Okay, I'm getting bored. I need to take a look. Ooh, hold on. I got a sniper rifle. I have a pulse cannon. Ken, sir, you are being selected for a railgun. And then who else? Let me go for Simon. Nope, Rita. Nope, sorry, Simon. I would have said Rita. However, his bow's about to break, and she's in the middle of cooking food, so I didn't want to bother her while she's making food. Only have 3 things that I can eat. This blight is going to drive me crazy. It does every single year. Every year in this game, the blight drives me mad. It's a non-stop fight to get it all cut out. But at least a bonus is when the coconuts start to go bad, I can cut them down for wood. How's my power production? Okay, I'm almost at double. Let me see what it's at when it's at nighttime. We're approaching that right now. Alright, it's fluctuating. I'm going under. Okay, it's bouncing back and forth. So I'm going under and over. But it says 6 days, so I'll take it. Plus the amount of storage that I have. Empty in 6 days is because I have 8K power instead of 4K, which you need to have a breakthrough or get it through, what's the mission? Not distress signal, I can't remember the mission name. But there's a self-destruct mission. You can get the upgrade for these. Hold on, I did the sleep study. Give me one moment. I believe I can remove an hour at night. So I can make you work and then give you a little bit of relaxation. And then make you work. Give you a little bit of anything. And then some relaxation. That's what? 6 and 7? 6 and 6. Perfect. And they'll survive off of a combination of, well, they'll get more sleep than I do. Perfect. We'll see how their sleep deprivation training compares to my own. Because my sleep deprivation training, I go to bed at 1 o'clock and I'm up at 6. 5 hours of sleep, you guys. That's 1 hour more than I used to get in the military. Is it enough? Probably not. But it's what my body and brain have been wired to do. Survive off a very bare minimum. Like bare minimum in everything. For instance, I eat once a day. Sometimes twice, if I'm really in the mood for it. My water consumption? 2 bottles of water on a good day. My sleep? I don't get a whole lot. Broken sleep. Between 1 and 6, sometimes 7 o'clock. So I get between 5 and 6 hours of sleep. I eat twice a day at most, and I drink just a couple bottles of water, which they recommend way more of all 3 of those. Do I live a healthy lifestyle? By no means. But my body is wired for it. Alright, so he is assembling a CPU. I have none in stock, so I'm wondering why. Oh, not enough resources. I don't have metal. This requires less metal, so we go work on those first. I need the electronics. I have to send Ken out on another mission. Oh well, send him after this. And while I'm at it, I did say that I wanted to build a secondary one. So let's see. Place that one there. And then when the expedition returns, I'll move this hot air balloon over here to mirror where this one's at. And then what I can do is, give me a second, I'm contemplating who I want to send out. Do I want to send Simon? Do I want to send Edmund? Because I need Vicente here to continue working on the fields and keeping everybody supplied with food. I could send Rita. I could. I might, honestly. Especially early on in the next few years. I still have some observations, I believe. I just found grain grass, so that shows you I still have fangs. That's a food item. I thought I would have gotten that a long time ago. And with the 2 balloons, I'll be able to get more resources. Did I not just get attacked? Oh well, give it a go. Did he get it? Check the terminal. Poses some risks. Check the terminal. Everybody, back to base. Ooh, carbon armor research. Very nice. It was It was worth the risk. Okay, improved carbon armor too. That's the 2.0 armor. Nice. Okay, since I have all of these over here, Oh, and you found a ton of food. Emergency rations. There. Now where's he at? Let me grab everybody and bring him in. Now that I have the extra flat cannons, well, I only have one extra flat cannon. Another one's broken. Or else they'd have already been all killed. Everybody up. You see where these other pests are coming from? Okay, let me see how they operate now that my walls are repaired. My survivors are up here on the wall. Yeah, looks like they're going through it as planned. Yeah, which is why I don't understand why. Well, I honestly do understand, because I had my people right here, and the fastest way would have gone through here. But if I have my people in the front, I don't have to worry about it. Now that I have the enemy right where I want them, let's see if I can't shoot into them. Then the number a bit quicker. Unchecked, they would bleed to death in the traps, as they would continuously get stuck on their way to me. I'll leave that one up just to prove a point. He'll die on his own. Alright, so research for improved armor. Let me see what else I could utilize. I still haven't made my AI core yet, so I can't do anything with that. I guess use this, as it's not the graphene solar cell. It's just the improved solar cell, which will give these a boost. I don't think I've ever seen that. I've seen the graphene solar cell, but I don't think I've ever seen a solar cell upgrade. I'm about to find out how useful it is. Samantha's gonna get working on that. It's a 3-day little thing that she's got to do. And in the meantime, look at all this nonsense I have to do. Supercomputer debris. Let me send Rita on that one. And then where's Ken? I need to have him move this thing real quick. Not Katiana? What the heck? No. I said Rita. So he came. No, what she can do, she can handle this. Move that for me, and so that I can send Ken out on another expedition to potentially bring back more resources. Okay, now that that's moved, I need to refuel it. Okay, she's working on that right now for me. Perfect. Expedition. Let's go for the gasoline, the oil tanker. Since I have 2 of these up now, it'll be more beneficial to have the gasoline on hand, as I'm about to run out. Actually, what's a pancock? Oh, the small bird bat thing. Okay, that's what it is. I don't think I ever got the observation on that before. And off goes Ken. 2 people on 2 missions. Now I can start to work my way through all of the stockpile that I built myself. What am I waiting on? Metal? I don't have enough. Oh, let me see. Production. I know. I need to also have her research electric smithing. Alright. This is going to be massive. Listen, I don't know if I want to make distillation yet. I think I have enough drinking stuff. 1 new survival kit for a resource. Don't need to use it yet. Edmund's making spears. Yeah, I need to get my weapons online. Well, honestly, not really. The traps still seem to take care of everything. All I have to do is command my people to stand right over here. Alright, oil tanker's done, as well as the supercomputer debris. Hopefully they bring me back a plethora of stuff. Obviously, he's bringing me back liquid fuel. As for Rita, you're bringing me CPU cores. Nice. Well, thank you very much. Hopefully you brought back a decent surplus. I also hope that that's a reoccurring mission, because I would love to farm that for more stuff. Now, it's not going to be as lucrative as the Hope DLC, the Guardians DLC. That one right there, absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The amount of resource I get. For instance, every time I kill a bot, which they send those quite frequently, every time I get attacked by an animal in this game, they would be sending a swarm of bots. Every single time I kill a bot, I run the chance of getting an AI core. I get the chance of getting metal, either scrap or smelted. I get a chance at a weapon, which I can then deconstruct for electronics. I get a chance at electronics. I get a chance for CPUs. I had so many resources, end game resources, early on. It made me laugh. Like year one, and I'm over here with the advanced stuff. It was crazy. So that expansion or that DLC, really fun to play with, especially if you're trying to learn the game a little bit. And after watching my videos, if you utilize my defensive structure here, you'll have no problem taking on these bots. No problem whatsoever. And if you need a little bit more guidance, you can see my struggles on that other playlist. But this one, yeah, it's its own thing. Brought back 3 CPUs. Very nice. That's one step closer. Well, it's either repairs or one step closer to getting this AI core finally. And so it says Ken's idling. Let's go for some expeditions. Well, how much fuel do I have now? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Okay. Hopefully there's that oil tanker mission. Sweet. Send Ken. Expedition. Can you verify? Supercomputer's still there. Perfect, send Rita. And I'm going to do that for the rest of the video, more or less, with Ken and Rita. Unless I get attacked, then bring them back to base. But if I can get some electronics or more CPUs, well, obviously it'll be good times. And it looks like it doesn't matter what balloon they hop in, so long as they hop in a balloon. Because I remember activating Ken's mission on the other one. Oh well. And so, resources that I need. I need 3 electronics to repair stuff on base. And there's the bone picker. I think that's all the animals now. The bone picker is the larger of the flying creatures. Looks like a pterodactyl of sorts. Oh no, Rita's unarmed. I shouldn't have sent her out on that mission unarmed. Oh well. It's not like it's a combat mission. Just going to pick apart a supercomputer. Bring back electronics. Get that off my list of stuff. Expedition under attack. Please be Ken's. Perfect. Good job. Yeah, oh, he's bleeding though. Yeah, get back to camp. We'll heal you up. That's the only downside to having the flooring, is I can't see how far along all of the resources are. So there's roughly about 58 more spots in here that don't have anything, slotted to them. I'm almost halfway done with a room. It's only taken a couple days. Got more CPU cores. I think I might be done with sending out for that mission. Okay, Samantha's research is nearly complete. What I have her doing again? The improved solar cell. That's right. And so currently it's pushing out 20 per. With the upgrade, it should upgrade it to 40. No? What did that do then? Oh, it just replaced it with an improved variant, which goes up to 40. Okay, so great. I gotta replace these one at a time then. I don't have the metal or the electronics, and I found out what I needed for my electronics. Or I found out what needed the electronics, sorry. I also need them over here. I have a weapon that, oh, 2 weapons that need to be repaired. But it looks like I will need to start boosting up my power. That'll be here really soon, you guys. I know I said I was going to do it more recently, but yeah, I'm going to start focusing on that a little bit more. It's just the fact that I don't have any metal and I don't have any electronics is my biggest problem. So unfortunately I can't do anything with that. Which is why I sent Rita out to try and, get that electronics instead of those CPUs, but she just wants to bring back the CPUs, which is not a problem with that. I actually enjoy the fact she's bringing back CPUs. Those are, I think, easier to make. Yeah, they're easier to make, but they take more silica. So I tend to stay away from them a little more. Alright, we've got a little more metal here. 50 stack, a 65 stack, and that's it for my metal. We'll get those all smelted up, and then we'll start focusing the concrete again. Samantha's starving. I only have 1 food item made. You know what? Extinguish. Get back to making food over here. Alright, Edmund, you want to be awake? Go and turn the campfire off, buddy. Thank you. So they're eating raw food now. Oh, Rita's been out on missions. That's why there's no food. Alright, Rita needs to get back to work. I need to get my surplus of food back up. And thankfully, the stove is back up and operational. Let me see here. Let me go through other items. I don't want hides. I don't want skim bark. I don't want this. I don't want that. I will allow those items and beverages. No cooked, no raw. No, sorry. I'll allow the meat stuffs. Alright, gotta do a little bit of allocation here. What was this one? The fruit and the veggies? Vegetables and fruit. Other and some grain. No raw food, just cooked meals and beverages. Yeah, I don't have the resources for those, so that's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, I needed to have somewhere to put my cooked foods. And one other thing that I can put over here for the vegetables, I can put pickled. And then wherever the veggies are, I can deselect the pickled vegetables for storing there so I don't overflow it. There. I don't need that expedition. Alright, the next thing I need to focus on, let me go back. I need to bring my people back to survive. Well, she's nearly done with her research. There we go. Is there anything that I need to harvest? I don't know. I think for the most part, my base defense looks fine. I don't feel like I need to work on anything currently. I guess it's just time to stockpile resources, so after the attack happens, which I'll still be down one turret because of CPUs, which I thought I just gotta stockpile those in. Oh well. Come on, animals. Bring your little selves over so you can die. And since there's 4 of them, spreads them all out, mitigating structure damage, though they will break some of my stuff. They won't break all of it. And then for the little guys, again, just gonna let my people do what they do. Hopefully none of them decide to go out here. Alright, bring everybody over. Okay, Rita doesn't have a weapon, that's why she's gonna continue to cook. I meant to give her a weapon, but thank God that I didn't. She needs to get in there and cook food. My survivors are gonna really need something to eat soon. I'm just gonna bring it on over and start blasting into the swarm. And then I wait. Easiest way to get through these attacks. Come on. Y'all gonna hurry up and get unstuck and go around the corner for me, or do you want to hurry up and bleed to death? I prefer the latter. The other option ain't bad. But there's still a couple more of them. Oh, they're on the other side. This guy decided to come over here and die with these ones. He's like, I'm coming, brothers. The other ones over there, they were annoying me. Well, now you're dead. Alright, undraft. If they run into him in the traps, they run into him in the traps. Which they're bound to do, so they'll finish them off rather quickly. Or not, they'll just walk on by them. Okay. Well, thank God they did activate these ones, so if they decide to come back, I won't have any problems to deal with. And they're still stunned, so they're never going to move again. As well as E2. They're never going to move again either. Wait, never mind. I stand corrected. He's no longer unconscious, which I think that's what that little thing is. They're knocked out, bleeding in the traps. Yeah, he's trying to flee for his life. He's like, get me out of here. This one too, he's like, I'm out of here. Help me. Help me, Tom Cruise. Nope. Trapped. You're my prisoner forever. It's your forever home, buddy. No, it says forever home. Don't try and run. You too. You get to die here as well. Don't forget to tell your friends. Bring more. Okay, bye. Alright, where's that other bug at? Oh, he bugged out. That's just him running over that way. Okay, cool. See, I don't even really need to work my survivors anymore. During the attack, as long as there's flyers, I bring them into the interior of the base to get away from all of that, while these bad boys take care of that issue. And then, yeah, as you saw, I didn't have to do anything with my survivors. Just let the bugs take care of themselves. And they will. Don't worry about the fact that I'm still under attack. That's gonna go away here soon. He's just over here being dumb. Bleeding to death. Not sure what to do with himself. He doesn't know where his hive's at. He's confused. I would be too if I watched my entire attacking force get slaughtered without the intervention of any humans, aside from a couple over here because I got bored of waiting. They would have continued and died, and the same thing would have happened. They would have bled to death or ran away. That's what happens with this base. As long as my people are in the front and not in the back, I just have to sit here and wait for the enemies to kill themselves. Bleed is OP, especially if you have something where they get stuck or just a long walk, because that is a long walk. That takes several hours to maneuver through, just to get blasted by my survivors at the end of it, where you have very minimal health. So you go through the enemies really quickly, so they shouldn't ever get past right here. And so Simon's idling. He needs to be constructing something of some kind. Why is Samantha tailoring? Okay. As long as we got clothes, I guess. I need to start getting my weapons up. Which means I have to research them first. Which means I need electronics. Which I don't have. Because I need them. However, I'm almost up to my CPU core requirement that I feel comfortable being at, which is about 10. Mainly because I've been getting them from expeditions. Let me see, what is an expedition I might be able to take care of? As you see, I have a ton of stuff. Control module. Hold on, that sounds promising. Ken, we just got attacked, so you don't have to worry about anything. You're going out on the next expedition, sir. You're going to bring me back electronics. Control modules. I believe that's the electronic mission. Supercomputer, CPU. Yeah, I think control module is electronics, and I'm not sure, but I might be able to get some metal alloy from it too, or some scrap metal at the very least. And since Ken has my best scrapping ability, he might get some of the best stuff. Do I not have food made? Maybe just nowhere to put it. Unfinished product. Huh. Okay. Alright, so come on, Ken. Hurry up and get me something good. Let's end this video on a high note. Which, you know, some of the things I unlocked was pretty nice. Oh, this... Thank God I'm not under attack. That solar flare is rough. Hopefully it's over by the time I do get attacked. If not, hopefully they don't send flyers, because that's going to be game over. That'll be rough. Flyers are just OP end game when they swarm you. Scrap metal and electronics. Perfect, just like I said. And since he has a high scrapping ability, he'll bring back more than normal. Especially the salvage, the scrap metal. He brings back, I believe, double. So I'm about to get a decent haul here right now. As soon as he gets back, anyway. Any moment now. Come on, Ken. Bring me back those electronics. I need them. I need them to repair stuff. So much that's needed on them right now. Mainly I want to get that AI core up. But I doubt I brought enough for that. Come on, Ken. I only have a few more minutes. And then that's it. Hurry up, buddy. Yes, no, maybe so. You really gonna make me wait? He's gonna make me wait. Yep. He's gonna make me wait. Hurry up, Ken. Come on, dude. There we go. You spent more time bringing stuff back. Ooh, I got 5 of them. Nice. How many for the core? The core requires 10. Yeah, that's not enough. Oh, well. What's my power looking like? Oh yeah, that's right. I did research on the electrical furnace. And I could put these on the inside of the base. So let me go ahead and I guess I'll run them right over here for now. I'll run me 3 of them. Yeah, I'll run 3 of them. Take stone, which I already have all of that. It's just the metal that I gotta wait on. And then I can relieve these of duty. But that's it for me in this video, you guys. If you enjoyed it, smack that like button for me. In the next video, I need to fix everything. This requirement need, well, aside from the cement, I need to fix this, which is what these are for. So, on top of that, I need to send Simon out to get more metal, as I'm out, apparently. So I'll have that going on. I'll set all that up for the next video. I also want to get these built, potentially, just maybe these to start with, and get more power going. So that's going to be my focus on the next video. So, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. You guys take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later, guys.